Oh, this brings back memories.
Now it looks pretty cold outside there. What was the weather like when you were filming this scene?
It was cold, hence our breath. I think it was like high 30s, something like that.
Did you film this in, was it like October or November?
It was October and it went into November. Yeah.
Now, what was it like being tied up to those two and having to run around the camp with a person on both sides of you?
I didn't like it because I didn't like either one of them. Actually, it was a pain. It really was. Because, again, you had to go everywhere they went and vice versa.
Yep.
It made going to the bathroom a little difficult.
Now, how did they achieve this scene here where Cliff Brand falls down? Was he hanging on a 2x4 or what was the story with that?
You know, I didn't take the time to look at the rigging, Jeff, so I'm not entirely certain. I'm not sure.
I always thought that was a cool scene, the way they shot that.
I did too, until we found out it was unplanned and Cliff just happened to be up there. Yeah. Gosh, look at this.
So it must have been tough for him to just hang like that.
It was. I do remember that part.
For hours?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. Look at that hair.
In the cold.
My gosh.
So what was it like working with Pam?
Working with Pam was fun. You know, it really was. She did a great job with the character. She's kind of quiet, but she did warm up to you, you know, the more time she spent with you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you knew this or not, but she's a great photographer. When we were on set, she had just shot the cover of, do you remember 45's, Little Records?
Oh, yeah.
45's?
Yeah.
She shot the cover for Bruce Springsteen's, her brother, Tunnel of Love.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now, I remember watching this scene for the first time and wondering why all the bodies are kind of like not very well lit. Because in Sleepaway Camp 2, when they showed the cabin with all the dead bodies, everything was well lit and you saw all the gore.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, from what Michael Simpson told me, was that the ending of the production had to be rushed. And that's the reason why there isn't as much light.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was budgetary things or what, but they had to rush through it. Or it could have been that they only had that camp for a specific amount of time.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but we did have to fly through these last few days. That was unplanned, by the way, when she falls down.
Now, I like this part coming up where the two axes come swinging down and chop into the two victims.
Right? Yeah, that took some rigging.
This is a scary movie for me.
Well, it's the kind they make fun of. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So what was it like working with Tracy Griffith?
Working with Tracy Griffith was great. She was a pleasure to work with. She was always energetic, always, you know, brought it, always knew her lines. She was a true pro.
Did you how did you feel about the end of the movie where you find out that Marcia already has a boyfriend and that, you know, her little summer adventure with Tony was going to be over after the end of that?
Yeah, I never forgave her for that.
No, I wouldn't either.
We don't speak to this day because of that.
Which one's Marcia?
Marcia's the redhead.
It's Tracy Griffith.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I always thought that ending was a little crazy. It came out of left field.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of felt like if the two of them had stayed together, it would have made the ending a little happier.
Yeah, I agree. You know?
Mm-hmm.
What? Wasn't to be, I guess.
Now, were you there for any of this fight scene? Did you see any of this?
Yeah, I was on set when this happened.
Really?
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
was that an extensive thing?
It was. The rehearsals were very extensive, but I think they did a great job.
They did?
Oh.
See, that's the reaction I want. That's girl power right there.
Now, she gets stabbed pretty hardcore right there. Did you think
She
that
did.
Angela was going to die at that point?
I did think she was going to die.
Really?
I did. Uh-huh. But again, can't kill Angela, can't keep her down.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you have felt about coming back in a follow-up to this movie?
I would have loved to have, you know, come back. Not many people can say they survived these things.
That's
you know?
right. That's right.
So, yeah, I always thought they would bring me back.
You heard that live from the man himself, Tony D. Herrera, Mark Oliver.